Welcome back. I am still with criminal defense attorney Rosemarie Arnold and private investigator Tom Ruskin talking about the disappearance of baby Lisa. And so I'm going to share with people what you just said, and it was, I don't
see her as being guilty. Now, maybe I want to look at the favorable side of this. If it is a favorable side, I'd hate to believe that the mom accidentally or purposely killed her own 10-month, 11-month-old baby. But with that said, you have to keep looking at her. The timeline is very fine. I could play both sides of this timeline and make it that she did it, she didn't do it. But my inclination is she didn't do it. But I'm not so sure if her story relative to the window and the door, if you're that drunk and you sort of almost pass out from that much wine, how do you know you didn't lock the front door? How do you know that the front door wasn't open and someone could have just walked in, be it someone who's doing it for the money, someone who's paying her, someone who feels that the kid is being cared for properly, or anything else?
Rosemarie, what would you be counseling the family right now?
Same thing that Joe was saying, is stay out of the press. Don't talk to people. Don't talk on TV. Give them all the information that you have to the police regarding where you think your daughter could be, or who you know, or anybody who'd want to hurt you or hurt her, or anything suspicious that you've seen.
But the police have come out and they very forcefully said, she hasn't been answering all the questions. And when, we talk to her, she starts getting uncomfortable and ends the conversations.
Well, that's what we hear from the police, and then you hear from their defense attorney that they're cooperating, that they'll give all the information that they want. That's why they have Joe Tacopina as their defense attorney.
So what does it boil down to? Do they, in a case like this, do you have to find a body?
I think so. I think at this point, if you don't find a body, you're never going to solve this.
Unless they found some evidence in the wall yesterday that somehow implicates the mother. At that point in time, you either... Listen, I think there's a good chance if she was kidnapped that she's still alive. No one would walk into the house to kidnap the baby to kill it.
Yeah.
So if the good news here is if someone did walk in and take the child, chances are, overall chances are, that the child's still alive.
But what are they finding in a wall? I mean, the lady says that she's so drunk that she's blacked out, so did she drill a hole in the wall and put something in there and then patch it up?
That's if you believe her story. That's if you believe her story, and there are ways to put things in a wall, through a roof, so on and so forth, that police can find.
So what type of person goes in, and if you want a baby, you steal a baby. Who goes in to take a 10-month-old? Is that something that,
What happens if she sold it? She could have sold the baby. They were in financial... Listen, if we're looking at everything like... I think Bill Stanton is as good an investigator as he is. He's not taking a stand. He doesn't know what happened yet. He'd like to bring the child home.